ladies in the place, if you got real hair, real fingernails, if you got a job, you going to school, and you don't need nobody to help you handle your business, make some noise.
All right. What's going on, everybody? We are back with our first game of the week. We got total blackout against serial kickers right now. So I heard that y'all played in the playoff, in the championship game in ODC last year, and this is your first time meeting again. Yes. Okay. I heard y'all talking that smack in the Coach's Corner. If y'all are not tuned into the Coach's Corner every week, that airs live Saturday at noon. I need you to tune in. Make sure you like and subscribe. Coach, I know that y'all are in a good position going into this game. Y'all are the number 2 seed, if I'm not mistaken. What has been the conversation going into this game this week?
Oh, we going to go hard.
Okay.
We going to go hard. We going to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Your feet can't kick what your eyes can't see.
Uh-oh. We know serial kickers. We know that y'all are in a position to actually try to secure a seat in the playoffs. So what has been the conversation with your team this week?
Great ball playing, hustling, make a play. Make it effective. Make an effective play.
All right, effectiveness. All right. So we heard y'all talk a little trash during the Coach's Corner. Kalia, can you play Total's Blackout's prediction for this game? Y'all up through there?
That's what we're predicting our score going to be against your kickers. That is going to be 11-2.
11-2. You want to recant anything, Coach?
It's as it stands, 11-2.
All right, let me hear serial kickers' prediction for the game.
I'm going to just say 5-0.
5-0. You want to recant? You want to pull back? You want to change anything?
Oh, it's going to be the same, 5-0.
All right, let's see who walk away with that dub. Let's go. Play ball.
Get it.
At the count of 3, I want everybody in the place to be to make some noise if you're down with me. 1, 2, 3. Hit me with the horn, 20. Keep making noise. Keep making noise. Yeah. Oh. Here we go now. 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 Here we go. Here we go. Now listen. Some of y'all might know this, and some of y'all don't. Some of y'all might get with this, and some of y'all won't. But listen, let me clear my throat. Oh, have mercy, babe. Ha! I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my throat. Special dedication going out to everybody here in Bahama Bay, in Philadelphia. Here we go now. Check it out. Yeah, rock to the rhythm of the funky rhyme, so I can get busy just one more time to the beat, and you don't quit. It's that old school rap with that new school hit. Need a pipe and pick the pep up, but cool rap the rhyme, and I can still rip up the house. Every goddamn time I get on the mic, I go crazy. Peace out to CeeLo, Flex, and Doug Lazy. I bet you never knew, but now you know. I'm the undisputed king of this disco, and I never let the mic magnetize me no more. Cause DJ Cool rip up the whole damn flow. Now I'ma rock around with the greatest of ease and swing it like a man on the flying trapeze. And if you don't like it, you grab on these. And now I need some help from the maestro, please. Jam! Ha! So look at here. Check the flavor of the rhythm I wrote. And while I get a chance here, let me clear my throat. Oh! Have mercy, babe. Ha! I hope you don't mind. Let me clear my throat. I need these monitors right here. Music and the monitors. And it go a little something like this here. Now, if y'all want to party like we do, if y'all want to party like us, let me hear you say, ah. If y'all want to party like we do, if y'all want to party like us, let me hear you say, Now when I say, you say, And when I say, hey, you say, hi, hey.
We welcome everyone to our game of the week. Game of the week, we have Total Blackout versus Serial Kickaz. And we're at the top of the first. She kicks down the third base line. And she is called safe at first. We have a runner on one as Gigi comes up to kick. Pitcher pitches. She kicks down the third base line again. The Charger holds the ball and gives it back to the pitcher. Ump calls time. And we have no outs, runners on 1 and 2 as Sunshine comes up to kick. Pitcher pitches. It's a bouncy ball. She kicks it straight to the pitcher. They throw it to 1. She is called out. Holds the runner at 3. 561 says she's going to play some kickball today. Runners are held on 2 and 3 as Mexico comes up to kick. We have 1 out. The ball's just a little outside. And called 1-0 with 1 out. Pitcher pitches. It was just in the parking lot. We have 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runners on 1 and 2. Pitcher pitches. It goes straight down the middle for strike 1. Pitcher pitches. It hit the corner for strike number 2. We got a full count with runners on 2 and 3. Mexico stares down the pitcher, and it goes a little outside, and she walks. Bases are loaded as number 81, Miami, comes up to kick. Bases are loaded, and the ball is pitched a little outside for 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are loaded. What is Miami going to do? She's going to kick it to the Sunshine State, and it is dropped. It is dropped. And the runner is called safe. Number 561 comes in for Serial Kickaz. And Serial Kickaz lead off 1-0 here at the top of the first. There is 1 out, bases loaded, as she kicks down the first base line, and it goes foul. We have no balls, 1 strike, bases loaded with 1 out. As Annihilate comes up to kick. Pitcher pitches. It goes straight down the middle. She kicks a line drive to first base. They throw it over to first. The runner scores. And the runner is out at first. We have 2 outs. Runners on 2 and 3. And the Serial Kickaz lead 2-0. We have 2 outs. And the pitcher pitches. Bouncy ball down the middle for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on 2 and 3. And the pitcher pitches. Kicker kicks straight to the Charger, and she catches it for an out. We end the top of the first with Serial Kickaz up 2-0.
Are y'all ready? What? Yeah. Y'all ready to play some football?
somebody that knows somebody that knows something about it. And I won't answer now. Who, what, where, and why? See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool now. Get on live, but that ain't my style. Now who he gon' get and what he gon' do? Run up on me if you want to. Hot damn pressing his homies. He's done up in front of his mama. I'm up the floor with him. And I kick in the door and let the fofo get him. I got fools that'll go get him. That's for him and Boo and them dudes that run with him. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Let's go. If you want it, you can get it. Let me know. Let me know. I'm about to break this thing up. Gotta spit it for the murderers and the killers.
It's a beautiful day here at South Atlanta Complex as Total Blackout prepares to do their first kicks. Total Blackout is sponsored by Bright Beginnings Adult Day Program. They've been 20 years of serving individuals with special needs. Congratulations to Bright Beginnings. The runner kicks straight to the pitcher, but she makes it to first base safely. TKO is on first as Scorpio comes up to kick. Pitcher pitches a little outside for ball number 1. That's 1 ball, no strikes, runner on first. Kicker kicks it, and everyone makes it in safely. We have runners on 1 and 2 as Palm Beach comes up to kick. Pitcher pitches. Palm Beach kicks down the first base line, and she makes it in safely. They're chasing them down at base 3. And Sweet Heat said, not in my house. She's holding them to that 0 today. We have bases loaded as Hot Sauce comes up to kick. She's going to add some spice to this. But she said, pitcher, you got to give me something. It's a little outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes, bases loaded, no outs. And that's ball number 2. As you know, if we get 3 straight balls, that's a double walk. So pitcher pitches, and it hit the corner for strike number 1. That's 2 balls, 1 strike, bases loaded, no outs. Here at the bottom of the first, pitcher pitches. It goes straight down the middle, and she boots it over to the outfield, and it's caught. 1 runner scores, but they tag the person out at 3 on the force. We have runners on 1 and 2, and Serial Kickers lead 2-1. The ball is booted up in the air, and it drops right behind the first base line. Runner is called out at first, and she's called out at home. Double play. And we end the bottom of the first with Serial Kickers 2, Total Blackout 1. We start here at the top of the second, and the pitcher pitches for her first strike. That's 0 balls, one strike, no outs. And she pitches. It goes a little to the outside for ball number 1. The kicker kicks down the third base line. The Charger throws it, but she is called safe. Sweet Heat is up to kick. Pitcher pitches. It goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. She has a runner on first. We have no balls, 1 strike, no outs. The ball is just a little outside. And that's 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs with a runner on first as Coach Sweet Heat is up to kick. And that ball is called a strike. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. And the pitch. She kicks down the first base line. They throw it over to first, and she's called out. She advances the runner. And that is 1 out here at the top of the second as Gigi comes up to kick. She has a runner on second and 1 out. Pitcher pitches, and she kicks it to the Charger. The Charger holds the runner, and we have runner safe on 1 and 2. As Sunshine comes up to kick. And the pitch. It goes a little outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. And the pitcher pitches. And Blue calls a strike. That's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Here at the top of the second. Sunshine is looking for a good pitch. And here it comes. She boots it over by second base and is caught by Queenie out in the outfield. We have 2 outs here at the top of the second as Mexico comes up to kick. She has runners on 1 and 2. Serial Kickers lead 2-1, and Mexico boots it over by first base, and they almost catch it. Ace said she wants 1. Do it again, Ace. And the pitcher pitches. Mexico kicks in the opposite direction. The ball is fumbled. And all runners are safe. Now we have bases loaded as Miami comes up to kick. With 2 outs here at the top of the second. Pitcher pitches. And she kicks. It's up in the air. Ace says, I got it. That's 3 outs with the bases loaded. Serial Kickers lead 2-1. Here at the bottom of the second. With Coco Chanel. Up to kick. The runner is called out. The runner is called out at first as she touched the inside bag. That is 1 out here at the bottom of the second. And the pitcher pitches. Ball hits the top corner for strike number 1. As Fantasy comes up to kick. Fantasy kicks it over to the Charger. The Charger holds the ball and gives it back to the pitcher. And she makes it in safely to first base. As K-Bay comes up to kick. K-Bay has a runner on first. As she watches the first pitch, she kicks down the first base line. It hugs, but goes out for strike number 1. K-Bay has a cheering squad over here with the Lady Lions green. Former player. The ball goes a little outside. For ball number 1, that's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. She kicks it straight to the pitcher. Sweet Heat gets it and throws to first base, and that's called out. That is 2 outs with a runner on second as Ace comes up to kick. That call is reversed. It's called encroachment on the hind catcher. We have 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball is called foul. We have a full count, 2 balls, 2 strikes with a runner on first. And the pitch. K-Bay kicks it straight to the Charger. She throws it to first. She's called safe at first base. And we now have runners on 1 and 2 as Ace comes up. Let's see what she's going to do. We have 1 out here at the bottom of the second. And the pitch. A line drive straight to the Charger, and she tags third base. And the force is, she's forced out at third. So we now have 2 outs here at the bottom of the second. As Queenie comes up to kick. Queenie has runners on 1 and 2. And the pitch. She bunts down the first base line, but it goes foul. That's no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on 1 and 2. And the pitch. She kicks down the first base line, and they throw to first, and she's called out. And that's it for the bottom of the 2. We have serial kickers 2, total blackout 1.
Yeah. Cause girls is players too. Yeah, cause girls is players too. Keep it playing, baby. Yo, Sage. Cause girls is players too. Ladies getting money all around the world, cause girls is players too. What you know about living on the top? Penthouse suites, looking down on the ops. Took her for a test drive, left them on the lot. Time is money, so I spent it on a watch. Hold on, little bitty showing through the white tee. You can see the thong busting on my tight jeans. Okay, rocks on my fingers like he wanna wife me. Got another shorty, she ain't nothing like me. Yeah.
We're here at the top of the third with Annihilate up to kick. It's called a knee ball, so that's a foul ball. So that's no balls, 1 strike, no outs here at the top of the third. And the pitch. She kicks down the third base line, and she makes it to first safely. As Coco comes up to kick. She has a runner on first. And she boots it out into left center. And they caught it. That was great backup. And they hold Annihilate at first base. And that's 1 out. Serial Kickers lead 2-1 here at the top of the third with Mamma Mia up to kick. The ball goes a little outside for ball number 1. Mamma Mia has a runner on first with 1 out. And the pitch, it goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. That's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And the pitch. And she kicks it down the third base line. They throw it over to 2. And she is tagged out by Queenie. And Mamma Mia is held at first base. That's 2 outs here at the top of the third. We have 2 outs here with a runner on first as Coach Sweet Heat comes up to kick. Serial Kickers lead 2-1. It goes a little outside. That's 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch. It goes straight down the middle for strike number 1. That's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch. And Blue calls it a strike. We got a full count with a runner on first with 2 outs. Coach Sweet Heat said, no. And she kicks it down the third base line. And the hind catcher gives it over to the pitcher. And we now have runners on 1 and 2 with Gigi up to kick. And the pitch. She kicks it straight to the pitcher. The pitcher throws it to 1. And she's called safe. Bases are loaded as Sunshine comes up to kick. She getting ready, y'all. Next cracking. And the pitch, it's a little bouncy. And it got down for strike number 1. That's no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases loaded here at the top of the third, and is booted over by the fence for foul. Strike number 1. That's no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch, it goes to the outside. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded here at the top of the third. And the pitch. And she boots it over by first base. And Ace catches it for out number 3.
As Total finishes the quarter, we see that they are being sponsored by Bright Beginnings Adult Day Program, 20 years of serving individuals with special needs. Shout out to Bright Beginnings and thank you for all that you do.
here at the bottom of the third as Coco Chanel comes up to kick. She makes it in safely to first. And we have Lily up at bat, kick. TKO. She kicks it to the pitcher. The pitcher holds, and we now have runners on 1 and 2. Where am I? Scorpio is up to kick. They throw it to first. She's called safe at first. Runner advances, and she's safe at home. That was Coco Chanel coming in for tying the game. Total Blackout and Serial Kickers are now tied 2-2 with runners at 2 and 3. Palm Beach is up to kick with runners on 2 and 3. And the pitch. She kicks it to the Charger, and the Charger holds the ball. We now have bases loaded as Hot Sauce comes up to kick. The score is tied 2-2 here at the bottom of the third. It just goes a little outside for ball number 1. Hot Sauce could put them in some good position to fulfill the prediction of 11-2. What's she gonna do? Kick a foul ball down the first base line. That's 1-1 with no outs. And the pitch. And she kicks straight to the pitcher. They go to home, and she's called safe. And now Total Blackout leads 3-2 here at the bottom of the third. Coach Lily is up to kick with the bases loaded in the pitch. And she boots it in the air. And they drop the ball. Runners advance. One runner is tagged out. Lily advances to 2 and brings a run in. Total Blackout now leads 4-2 here at the bottom of the third. Coach Lily said, I'm going to get my 11-2 today. Runners on 2 and 3. Pitcher pitches for strike number 1. And she kicks it straight to the pitcher. The ball is overthrown at first. Palm Beach hops in to home. Total Blackout leads 5-2. We have 1 out here at the bottom of the third. Pitcher pitch is a little outside for ball number 1. Fantasy has a runner on third. And she kicks. Foul ball down the third base line. The count is now 1-1 with 1 out with a runner on 3 and 1. We have runners on the corners. Pitcher pitches. She kicks down the first base line, but it goes foul. That's 2 strikes. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on 1 and 3 here at the bottom of the third. And the pitch. And the kick. Foul ball and runner is out. That's 2 outs.
Another one bites the dust. And another one gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust.
We have runners on the corner. The score is now 5-2 with K-Bay up to kick. She bunts the ball to the hind catcher. None of the runners advance. I don't know what Coach Lily was doing over there. She was watching and coaching. But now bases are loaded for Ace as she comes up to kick. It goes a little outside for ball number 1. Ace boots it out in the center field, and it drops, and the runners are coming in. That's 6. That's 7, and K-Bay is still running. That's 8.
They're getting closer to that 11, and Ace makes it. Ace bringing 3 runs.
Total Blackout now leads 8-2. The prediction seems to be coming true as Queenie comes up the kick with a runner at 2. In the pitch, it goes a little outside for ball number 1. We're here at the bottom of the 3rd. The mercy rule is in effect as we go now into the top of the 4th with Total Blackout leading 8-2 over the Serial Kickers. I'm sorry.
Jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping, and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, 'cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. A place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. A place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day.
We're here at the top of the 4th. Total Blackout is on defense right now, and they're being sponsored by Bright Beginnings Adult Day Program. 20 years of serving individuals with special needs. As the pitcher pitches to Mexico, and she takes strike number 1 here at the top of the 4th. And the ball goes a little outside for ball number 1. That's 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs here at the top of the 4th. Mexico up to kick. And she boots it over to left center, and the ball is caught for out number 1. Miami up to kick with 1 out. And the pitch, it goes a little outside for ball number 1. That's 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Here at the top of the 4th. And the pitch. And she kicks it down the first base line. Hind catcher gets it, throws it over the first for out number 2. Annihilate up to kick. Here at the top of the 4th with 2 outs. Serial Kickers need to make a play here. It's called a knee ball, so that's a foul, and that's strike number 1. That's no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch. She kicks down the third base line, but it goes foul. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Annihilate needs to put this in play. And it's called a double kick, and the runner is out. And we go to the bottom of the 4th with Serial Kickers down 2-9. Total Blackout leads 8-2 as we go into the bottom of the 4th. With Queenie up to kick. And the pitch. She kicks it over to 3, and the Charger holds the ball and throws it back to the pitcher, and she makes it safely over to first. As Coco Chanel comes up to kick. She has a runner on first. No outs. And the pitch, it goes a little outside for ball number 1. That's 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And she kicks straight to the pitcher. Pitcher throws it over to 1 and is overthrown, and the runners advance. And they're coming. And they're running, and Queenie makes it in for point number 9 here at the bottom of the 4th. Total Blackout leads 9-2. As TKO comes up to kick. And she kicks it over to the Charger. The Charger holds the ball, but the runner advances. We have runners on the corners with no outs. The ball is kicked down the third base line, but the Charger holds it. Now the bases are loaded as Scorpio. No, that was Scorpio. And Palm Beach comes up the kick. Palm Beach says it's a little hot out here. Foul ball, double kick. And that's 1 strike. Bases are loaded. And Palm Beach is looking to fulfill the prophecy of 11-2 here at the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch, a line drive over in between second and third. And the runner comes in. And then now the Total Blackout leads 10-2 with runners on 1 and 2. As Hot Sauce comes up to kick. And she kicks down the first base line. It hugs, and it's called fair. Bases are loaded again as Coach Lely comes up to kick. Let's see if she can fulfill the prediction of 11-2. Total Blackout leads 10-2 right now at the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch, it goes a little outside for ball number 1. And the pitch. She boots it over by third base. It falls fair. Runner advances. The runner is tagged out at 3. There are now 2 outs here at the bottom of the 4th. And the prediction has been fulfilled, 11-2 here at the bottom of the 4th. And it hit the corner for strike number 1. That's 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. And the pitch. The ball goes a little outside for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, runners on 1 and 2, 2 outs, and it gets booted over the second base. And she's called safe, and runner comes in, making it 12-2. Coach Lely says she has 11 vets, 2 newbies. And the pitch. It goes a little outside for ball number 1. Fantasy is up to kick with 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. With runners on 1 and 2. She kicks down the first base line, but it goes foul. That's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners on 1 and 2 here at the bottom of the 4th. The score is 12-2. And the pitch. And it's booted over by second base again. And it drops. And Coach Lely is rounding third and makes it in home for 13-2. With K-Bay up to kick, runners on 1 and 2 with 2 outs. Total Blackout is rallying on 2. And the runner is tagged out. And we are now at the bottom, ending the bottom of the 4th with the score 13-2. Total Blackout.
DJ Khaled, Convict Music, we the best, we taking over. Listen,
spread out with it. South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi, on the North Carolina, Philadelphia, Virginia. From down in Miami, where it's warm in the winter, on up to Minnesota, where it's storm in the winter. Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Memphis, 10, holla at me. Being H-Town, Southside, Cloverland, daddy, I'm the man out in Dallas. Better ask Cali. Catman Cali with my eyes open valley. Blowing that spinning, going down Vinny. Drop 6, 4, 3, wheel and switch it. Red light stop, make it drop for the got it. Your head all with it. Anything you hear that I said, I meant it. Can't got the crown, then spread all with it. Say you need bricks, I said I get it.
want to, we can supply you. Got enough work to feed the whole town. They won't you unless you try to. Come around and try to stomp on our ground, 'cause we taking over.
We're here at the top of the 5th as Sweet Heat, as Coco kicks it out, but it's caught by Total Blackout over in left center for out number 1. Mamma Mia up to kick. Serial Kickers are trying to rally here at the top of the 5th. And the pitch, she kicks it straight to the pitcher. And Palm Beach has a little tumble, but she's okay. And the runner comes in safe. Coach Sweet Heat comes up to kick with a runner on 1, 1 out here at the top of the 5th. Looking to close the gap. And the pitch. It hits the top corner for strike number 1. 13-2 here at the top of the 5th. And she bunts the ball down 3. And all runners are safe at 1 and 2 with 1 out. GG up to kick. Go ahead runner on 2 in the pitch. She boots it over to second base. And it is caught by Queenie.
Got it. Got it.
Total Blackout is 1 out away from clinching the game of the week. Sunshine up the kick. She boots it up in the air. They call for it, and it is caught. And that is ball game. Total Blackout 13. Serial Kickers 2. Game of the week. Amen, amen, amen. Coach Lele, we got final score of 13-2, total blackout. Can we see you on the mound?
All right, Coach Lele. Man, that was an amazing prediction. Y'all actually excelled and went above and beyond. So we know this puts y'all in good position for the playoffs. What is it that you need to do going into the rest of the week as we finish off the season and go into the playoffs? What improvements do you feel like y'all need to make?
We just need to continue to execute. That's the game right there. You execute and play good defense. It takes you places every time.
Every time. Who gonna get that MVP, Coach?
I'm going to give that MVP to Ace.
Ace, congratulations on that MVP. Way to show out, Ace. Well, thank you, Coach. Good luck to y'all for the rest of the season. Ace, congratulations on your MVP. Way to finish the game for the redemption game. Congratulations. How you feel, Ace?
I feel great.
You was about to catch it. You caught a lot of balls over here at first. You said you ain't nothing to be reckoned with, huh?
None at all.
What do you feel like y'all need to do going into the rest of the season as a player? What do you think y'all need to do to finish strong?
Just play hard, play as a team, and do what we do in practice all the time.
All right. Y'all practice hard, play hard. Congratulations, Ace. All right. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see y'all next game of the week.